Hello again, Facebook. I'm so glad you stopped by to join me. Larry Becker here doing some Facebook Live personal project video stuff. So for the past 3 weeks, well, I'm in my third week right now. I'm actually on day 2, week 3 of a personal project that I have just to help photographers. I have lots of friends who have been photographers over the years. I'm very good friends with photographers. I have my own photography podcast with the world famous Rick Salmon called Picturing Success. We do that a couple times a week. It comes out Monday and Thursday. So if you're not already subscribed, it doesn't cost a nickel. And it's all about photographers and the craft and business and fun of photography. And that's Picturing Success. But what I'm doing here on my personal Facebook channel is I'm doing 3 weeks, and I'll probably keep going after the third week. This week is over, but 3 weeks of ways to help photographers, whether it's with their gear or with their craft or with marketing. And this week is all about helping photographers who are still shooters, you know, the shutter bug kind of people like we are, who don't have any desire to become indie filmmakers. We would still like to know how to do some simple video, especially if it helps us get more photography jobs or if it helps us get better paying photography jobs, those kinds of things. So that's what's going on today. And all this week, in fact. I did one yesterday. And hey, Steve, thanks for coming by. One of the things that I wanted to point out is the stuff that I'm doing here is actually recorded, saved, and re-uploaded. So if you miss it here on my personal page, and sometimes you don't get notifications and stuff like that, well, it's always going to show up all the way from Alabama. Lenny, nice to have you on board. So it's going to show up here. So at my youtube.com channel, youtube.com/Larry Becker, and you can do it as all caps or lowercase or whatever, but you do have to spell it right. But youtube.com/Larry Becker, I'm reposting these every day also. So each one of these videos is going to get reposted. So back to what I was talking about. Today, I want to talk to you about the ways that you should very first start using video as a photographer. Now, we might think, okay, well, we want to get into video. We're going to start using video and we're going to start telling our clients, yeah, I do video. But before you even go that far, you should do a couple of different things. Yesterday, I talked about an ebook that I wrote. It's free. This is the ebook, 6 Profitable Video Recipes for Still Photographers. And this is where you get it. So right here. Oh, wait. Yeah. bit.ly/video recipes. Now, on this, you do have to spell it with a capital V and a capital R and no spaces and stuff like that. That bit.ly link is very particular, so you got to do that. So this was one of the things that I talked about yesterday, and there are a bunch of video recipes that you can go there and get. So one of the things that I'm going to recommend that you do very, very, very first, and there are 3 things that you should do very first with video as a still photographer. The first one is get into putting your videos on social media. Now, it can be something like this, which is a Facebook Live. It can be something that's like an informal Facebook Live. You might walk around. I've seen some people do this very successfully. Walk around on set. Hey, I wanted to introduce you. I'm doing a photo shoot today, and let me show you around what's going on, and just do it from your smartphone direct into Facebook Live. That has some validity. It's going to get you some curious people, some potential clients, things like that. The other possibility is if you have a professional Facebook page and you put together something that's like an ad or like a testimonial or a behind the scenes of projects, don't try to do everything as advertising. Try and give away, well, do what I do, give away free information. But just let people know what it is that you do. And I can honestly tell you that Facebook Lives like this, where I've done this kind of stuff and I'm giving away free information time. Yes, John, it is time for Larry. And thank you for taking a break, Fred. I appreciate that. Larry's live, and so you get to take a little bit of a break. So yeah, what I did was on social media, I was doing a whole lot of tips and tricks and training and stuff like that. And I've been hired by a number of people as their consultant, as their coach. We set up different things. I do unique things with all of my clients. And different people need different things, but they came to me. I wasn't even advertising. I wasn't marketing. I wasn't selling. I wasn't doing anything at all like that. Although I have aspects of my business where I do, but I was just giving away free information, and those clients reached out to me and they said, I need a coach. I need a consultant. I need somebody to help me set up this studio in my ad agency. And so I would do those kinds of things from giving away that free information. So I'm not telling you to give away free photography. I'm telling you, as a photographer, give away free information about photography and use video to do it. That's going to do a few things. First of all, it's going to show that you're really adept at video. That's important. It's going to get out there on social media. Social media has more traction when you do video than when you do a still image post or a static post or a text post, things like that. You're just going to get more traction. So that's the first thing you should do as a photographer stepping into simple video is do some videos for yourself. They can be live, they could be recorded, they could be posted on your professional page, on your personal page, what have you. What you don't want to do, and stay away from this, is advertising on a personal page. So don't advertise a company on a personal page. Facebook doesn't like that. They'll give you a strike for that, or some kind of, they'll ban your video or something like that. Okay, number 2, you can do videos, explainer videos, informational videos, or marketing kinds of videos, but do mostly explainer videos, and then post them on YouTube. Have your own YouTube channel, obviously. Embed those videos through to your website. So you've got, let's say you've got a commercial website about your photography business, and then on the About Us page, you've got information about you. That's a great thing to do. But let me go a little deeper. In your local market, where you are, wherever you are, how are people Google searching to hire photographers like you? How are people Google searching to find portrait photographers in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Well, if you're in the Tulsa market, you should probably do a bunch of tips and tricks videos about headshots, about headshot photography, just to show off your expertise. And then you post them, and you post them through to your website. Maybe it's in a blog, so you've got a video and it's posted through, embedded there. But here's why you want it on YouTube. And here's why you want it about a whole bunch of topics that's just informational, that you could, I guess you could point your clients to those videos and say, hey, I got this video on some of the best things you can wear on camera for having your picture taken outdoors in the shade, or some of the best poses that my clients really seem to love, or whatever. You know, ways to do family portraits that are really unique and different. So you're coming up with these tips and tricks, this insider information for you as an expert to deliver that information. Well, it's kind of helpful to the end user. But here's the real gold to this. You put it on YouTube. Do you know who owns YouTube? Google. Google happens to be the biggest search engine on the planet. Now, if you want to show up high in Google searches and your videos are on YouTube and they're loaded with, hey, Dan, good to have you on board. Yes, Larry Live. Sorry I missed you today at Rotary. I didn't see you over there, but we had a really good meeting. I recorded it, and you'll be able to see it later on. So back to it. Your videos, when you do your videos and you post them through to your website, and they're on, or they're embedded on your website from YouTube, and they have keywords and key phrases in the description, and there's actually a keyword area in your YouTube when you upload stuff. Hey, Ian, thanks for coming by. I hope that gallery showing is as awesome in person as it is online. So what's really cool is when people do Google searches for portrait photography, Tulsa, Oklahoma, you've got a whole bunch of tips and tricks. You're in the Tulsa market. You do these tips and tricks about portrait photographs, and then Google has all the results from all the people that are doing portrait photography in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But, you know, it's all text, but yours shows up. You're the third or fourth or fifth one down there based on the keyword searches, and yours shows up as a video. So imagine potential customers looking through the Google search results. They go, okay, who takes portraits in Tulsa, Oklahoma? And they're looking down through all the results, and they see yours with a video, and you're explaining something really cool, and it's a tip that they didn't know about portrait photography. Man, that can get you some serious business. Okay, and the third and final way that I'm going to tell you today, and there's obviously more than 3 ways that you should use video as a photographer, but the third and final way is something that I've done, and I do, And it blows people away. Even today, in 2019, people are blown away by this, and that is reply to an email with a video. I'm even teaching clients how to do this. Now, I've done it professionally, and there are a couple of different ways, but here's what I'm talking about. Somebody sent me just a blind, hey, can you do this kind of video? And so I went and set up in my studio where I already had cameras and everything. I've got lights and cameras and everything all set up already. So I stand over by my brick wall. I move the chair out of the way, and I'm standing there and I go, yeah, Ed, I actually can do that kind of thing. In fact, I've done this, this, this. And as I'm describing these things, I've got a whole bunch of demo videos. So I drop those into my video to play silently while I'm talking and answering his email question. Now, I do this whole thing, and because I have all the parts and pieces already in place, all my lights are set up in my studio, my microphone's ready, my camera's ready, I'm good to go. And I'm not saying that everybody has to start out doing this, but I'm just telling you what I did. I sent this guy within 1 hour a reply to his email, can you do this kind of video project? And I absolutely got a meeting. He was blown away. He said, nobody has ever replied to me to an email question with a video response, personalized, directed at me, loaded with samples and examples. I got an appointment with this guy, and I was able to pitch him on all the stuff that I do. It's a great way to get business. Now, there are other ways, simple ways that you can do this. I've got a client who's a contractor, and he was going nuts with this one client of his that would constantly contact him. Now, he is the lead guy. He's the contractor, but he's got employees galore. He's got subcontractors working on all aspects of this build out in this house, this restoration. And this lady was contacting him constantly, emailing him constantly. What's up with this? What's up with this? What's up with this? And so what he started doing, rather than, wasting his time and just spending time, all kinds of time typing out answers to the cabinet handles are this way, and we're doing this week, and then next week is when the shipment shows up with the new granite countertops and all that stuff. He would just swing by the house once a week, just once a week for 3 minutes, fairly close to his office, so it was fairly easy to do. And he would do this. He would take his phone and do a smartphone recording, and he would go, oh, hey, Helen, I just wanted to tell you I'm walking around the house right now. We received all the cabinet hardware that's going to be installed next Monday morning. If my contractor is a little bit late, it might be Tuesday morning. Wanted to let you know also that we've got this in shipment. This is already done. I really love the way this works. And come over and look at the way that we've done these two doors next to each other, that kind of thing. So he would just walk through the house and do a real quick 2 or 3 minute update. Then he would email her the video. Now, emailing video, you're kind of iffy on that, so you may want to upload it to something like Dropbox and post it there, and then that way you can send somebody a link to your Dropbox. They can go there and watch the video. They can download the video, what have you. If you email videos, sometimes videos are a little bit too big to send by email. You have errors, and that's more of a mess. Also, if you have an assistant, maybe you can just do the quick recording and say, hey, email this to that client. All these kinds of things are a terrific way to stay in touch with your client base, to keep them happy, to keep them aware of what's going on. My construction client friend was in love with this concept, because what would happen is the lady who was badgering him constantly and sending him email after email asking all these questions, and then he had to sit down and think, okay, well, how is this set up, and when is that shipment coming in, and what about the build out of the family room special entertainment center, and just all this stuff, where instead he could just swing by once a week for 3 minutes. Well, he was doing that anyway. He's the contractor. He's going to go by the house and see what's going on. Then he just reports to the client on video, here's what's going on. And now the client is thrilled to death. And so somebody who used to be a nag and a pest is now a number one biggest fan and loves all the stuff that he's doing and never bugs him anymore because she's getting constant updates by video. So hopefully that'll help you out today. Those are just three of the quick ways that you as a photographer can step into video. And I haven't even talked about doing videos for your clients. I'm talking about you doing videos for you to help you get clients. And then once you get into this, once you get into the videos and the different ways that you can do simple videos, not cinematography, not movie making, not filmmaking, not animation, nothing like that, just simple video production, then you can absolutely start to incorporate it into your business. And we'll talk about that a little bit more this week. So back to the important stuff. This is the thing that I talked about yesterday, 6 profitable video recipes for photographers. It is a free ebook. You can download it here. Just here's the bit.ly short code, and take a screenshot of that if you're thinking about downloading it, because you have to enter it exactly this way. bit.ly/capital V on video, capital R on recipes, no space between the words. And then that'll take you to a page where you can go and download it for free. So there's that. But the other thing that I want you to know about, you can watch all these replays over on my YouTube channel. Come on. There we go. Oh, no. There. YouTube. YouTube.com/Larry Becker. You can watch replays of any of these. So if you miss any of my Facebook Lives here on my personal page, you can go there. And then a quick recap, 3 ways that you could and should be using video at the very beginning as a photographer. Number 1, do videos on social media. They can be live stream like this. They can be Facebook Lives. They can be anything that you want them to be. They can be pre-recorded and posted out there. Just don't do ads that you post on your personal page. Those sometimes get flagged. The next one is also do videos that you do post to YouTube, embed through to your website, tips and tricks videos about you as a photographer and your profession, tips and tricks that clients need to know. What to wear for a portrait session was one of my examples. Do those kinds of things, and then put in keywords and tags that have to do with your local market. And then when people Google search for portrait photographers in your local market, that's where they're going to get that stuff. Hey, Kevin, thanks for coming by. So you'll show up better in Google searches. You'll rank higher in Google searches because you've got a video on the topic in your local market. And finally, make sure that you try replying to emails every once in a while with video. It might be something simple, might be a smartphone video really quick to a client or a prospect, or it might be something more formula. And one of the things that you can do with this, and I didn't tell you this earlier, it's a really cool way to go. Come up with a demo video. Everybody that does videos has a demo video. I have a demo video. So come up with a demo video. And I've actually done one of these for camera clubs. I've got this camera club demo video that I did. And then anytime a camera club says, hey, what's your program like? Then I just go over to my microphone, this microphone here, and I say hi to whoever it is that's asking me. So, hey, Bill Smith, thank you so much for your interest in my program. I actually am really interested in doing something, a presentation for your camera club there in Orlando. And so I record all that audio, and it works out really well with my demo video, because my demo video, in the part where I'm saying the person's name and the name of the camera club that I'm addressing as potentially being a presenter for them, that stuff isn't on camera. That's not on screen. So I am on screen for part of it. I go, hey, thanks so much for your interest. Yeah, I actually have a lot of stuff that I do. Here's what I typically do in a camera club presentation. And then I cut away to show some of the demo video and stuff like that. And as I'm saying the actual name of their club and when they think they want it to happen, you know, like the dates and times and stuff like that, well, that's a fresh recording. So all I have to do is a simple little voiceover that I drop into the existing video. So I do just a little portion that names the person directly and the name of the local camera club. Then I re-render the video. It just takes a few minutes. And in probably 5 or 8 minutes, I can have a whole finished 2-minute demo video of what I do, who I am, what I can do for them, what dates I'm available for them, where I can help them, things that other people have said about it. And then they can actually see finished demo footage. They can see footage of me presenting in front of a camera club and things like that. I can do this whole thing in 2 minutes, upload it to my Dropbox or even as a private video on my YouTube channel, and just send a private link back to that person and say, thank you for your interest in me doing a presentation for your camera club. Have a look at this video. And they go in just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Now all of a sudden they're going to look at a finished video that was custom tailored just for them, it's a cool way to reply to people that send you emails or inquiries. And imagine doing that for your photography business. You do one video that's all about your portrait photography, one video that's all about your wedding photography, one that's about your product photography, but people don't see all those. They just see the one that they're asking about. And then you customize it, tailor it for them. Yeah, I'd love to do your catalog product photography, and then drop in, what the name of the company is and stuff like that. Okay, you get it. I've talked enough. I'm going to wrap up here. I want you to make sure that you can go here and catch up on all of these that I've done for the past 2 weeks and for the rest of this week. Then I'm going to keep doing them for a little while. I don't think I'm going to do them every single day, but I'm doing these Facebook Lives to help my friends who are photographers, doing it here on my personal Facebook page. And then I'm headed off to YouTube. I post them up to my YouTube page, youtube.com/Larry Becker. And you can watch all the replays and stuff like that over there. One last thing before I leave, I want to let you know my personal email address is hilarry@larrybecker.tv. If you want to send me any emails, if you have questions about stuff that I'm talking about, if you wish I would do a particular topic, if something I said doesn't make a whole lot of sense, yeah, you can post comments here on this post, or you can post them over on YouTube. I've got people posting over there on the YouTube and making comments there as I upload videos. But you can also just reach out to me personally. You can ask me questions if you've got questions that you don't think maybe the whole audience would care about enough for me to do a Facebook Live episode about your question. Happy to do stuff like that. Kevin, you have a great day too. All of you guys, thanks for coming in. Ian, thank you for being here. Let's see. So kind heading to bed. Oh yeah, you got to go to bed. It's midnight. I do not stay up to midnight. Maybe 10:30, but I'm up at 5 every day. I'm a morning person. Good night, Ian. Thanks for coming by. Kevin, thanks for coming by. Dan Gargas, I appreciate you being here. And John, Fred, Lenny, Steve, thank you all for swinging by my Facebook Live. And all of you folks that are watching the replay, thank you so much for being a part of this. Feel free to like it and share it if you want. And make sure that you swing by and watch whatever replay you feel like over at youtube.com/Larry Becker. That's it. I'm out of here. I'll see you again tomorrow. Oh yeah, how do I hit finish? Bye.